Be honest, how many times have you bought a pie crust at the store because making it felt like too much work? What if I told you that in under 5 minutes you can make a French pie crust from scratch? Faster, cheaper, and healthier than anything wrapped in plastic. You don't need a pastry school for this. You just need flour, butter, water, salt, and sugar. Welcome back from Scratch Society. And if it's your first time here, welcome. Around here, we believe that food should taste amazing and respect your time. So today we are making a French pie crust from scratch. French style, flaky, balanced, and way less sugar so your filling can shine. And yes, I'll show you how to make this filling from scratch too, with a few time-saving shortcuts built in. Here's the thing. Most people think that making a pie crust is this giant, messy project. Kneading forever, sticky dough, flour all over the counter. And that's why they grab the boxed one. But that shortcut actually costs you flavor and weirdly more time, because you've got to drive to the store and sometimes wait in a very long line for the checkout. So here's my shortcut instead, a mixer. It cuts out 15 minutes of kneading, mess, and cleanup. Push a button and done. First, soften your butter, not melted, not rock hard. Next, add the flour, sugar, and salt to the mixer. And we're going to blitz the dry ingredients first, so that it mixes well. Now we will add butter, and we are going to add just half of the water. The reason for this is that this dough is incredibly sensitive to moisture, so it's better to start with less water and then add a little bit more later. Press it into your pie dish with your hands or a heavy weight. And now run a knife around the crust to tidy up the edges. Prick the crust with a fork so it doesn't puff up. And this is how our pie crust looks before baking, and you can definitely make it fancier and nicer by creating different shapes on the edges, but since we're trying to save time, we are making it the fastest way possible. And now, and this is an optional step, we're gonna pre-bake it for 10 minutes to 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. And now let's make the filling. Here's the shortcut number 2. Normally you make it on the stovetop, but we are going to make it in a microwave. It is so much faster. Frozen blueberries, sugar, and cornstarch. These are mandatory ingredients. These are optional. Lemon zest, lemon juice, vanilla, and a little bit of almond flour. I'm going to take half of these blueberries and set them aside for now. We are going to microwave this half and it's going to come out jammy, glossy, and gorgeous. This we're going to add later. This way the filling has a more texture after baking. We'll cool down the filling much faster once it is out of the microwave. Now we'll add sugar, and by the way, this amount of sugar lets the berries shine. If you like the candy level of sweetness, you might need to add a bit more sugar. Now we're going to add cornstarch. Mix it well. Now optional ingredients: a splash of vanilla, juice of half of a lemon, lemon zest, optional too. A microwave for 6 minutes, stirring halfway through. Our filling is almost done. Just look at the amazing texture. Now we are folding in the cold berries that have obviously firmer texture. Look at this. This is glossy, it's beautiful, it's fantastic pie filling now. See, it doesn't drip, it's perfect. And one of the cool things about using this filling as opposed to using fresh berries is that this way you get to control the texture of the filling that you will have. So if you see that it's a little bit too liquid because the berries were a little bit too watery, you can always add a little bit more starch and just keep it in the microwave for a little longer. Sprinkle some almond flour on the crust. This keeps the base crisp. Pour in the filling and smooth it out. We've poured the filling into our crust, and it smells absolutely fantastic. And right now we're gonna bake it until the crust is golden and it passes the toothpick test. An hour later, our pie is done. This pie is very balanced. It is not kind of sweet, but it is bursting with berry flavor or any other filling that you're gonna put in it. Customize the sugar, swap fillings, make it yours. That's another win for us from Scratch Society. Proving you can cook from scratch without wasting hours. Subscribe for more from scratch shortcuts. French, Mediterranean, and everything in between. Because food should taste like Sunday, even on a Tuesday.